Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Jimmy Kolb here to talk about everything bench press related. Today's topic is something that happens to not only the beginner lifters, but also sometimes at the elite level. And that is, why am I helicoptering while performing the bench press? The powerlifting lifts are as much strength lifts as they are technique lifts. And ideally we want to lift as symmetrically as possible, having our hands spaced on the bar the exact same distance, positioned on the bench exactly the same on both sides. And sometimes when you see somebody bench pressing, they're going to helicopter, they're going to bench unevenly like this, or adversely the other way, they're going to bench unevenly like this. It's called helicoptering. Sometimes you see helicoptering in like a sumo deadlift when it's done with a mixed grip. You'll see the one bar kind of come out more than the other with that supinated hand position, the bar will helicopter outwards. But why does this happen on the bench press? One of the biggest mistakes that happens in the bench when setting up for a big lift is having these shoulder blades in the wrong position. And no, I'm not talking about retracted or protracted. I'm talking about being shrugged or not shrugged. Most athletes, most gym goers that are getting serious about bench do in fact pinch their shoulder blades together, which is very important for shoulder health by eliminating the range of motion of the shoulder and decreasing the bar path. But oftentimes what's happening too is that they're not pinching but having their shoulder blades in a downward position. They are oftentimes pinched but up here in a more shrugged position. So if we look at myself against a blank wall, and we're going to simulate a bar in my hands, when I have both my shoulder blades pinched together in a downward position, you will notice my arms are in a very similar pressing position. They're both even. Now if we look, if I have one shoulder higher than the other, i.e. having one shoulder in a more shrugged position, look what happens to the arms. And that's where you're going to get that helicoptering. It could happen on the other side as well. The other shoulder could be more slightly shrugged. And now you're going to have an uneven helicopter position bar path. So what you have to do, and how I teach this to newer athletes, is by having them plant their shoulders, plant their traps into the bench further down the pad, away from the barbell. Shoulder blades are pinched. And now using their lower body, I get them to push themselves up the pad while trying to leave the shoulder blades behind. A good way J.M. Blakely said this was try to stretch out your back skin. Again, your shoulder blades are planted here on the pad, but they need to be up here. You drive yourself up the pad while trying to leave your shoulder blades behind, stretch the back skin, so you now have a pinched and down shoulder position, and you don't want to be shrugged up here like this. If you are helicoptering in the bench, have your head spotter, have a training partner look at your positioning on the bench, look at your shoulders, and make sure one shoulder is not higher than the other, which is going to cause this uneven bench pressing. So that's the video for today. Nice, short and sweet and to the point. If you liked it, if you got something out of it, please like the video, comment below, subscribe to the channel for more bench pressing content by me. And until next time, stay strong.